What to do, Confessors? What's going on? Back again. It is 11/27/2023, Monday Mayhem. We are back with two more episodes of Sons of Anarchy, Season 6, Episode 7 and 8. Okay? Now, you know how it go. If you're 18, you gotta go. If you're see, I keep wanting to kick y'all 18-year-olds out. Y'all can stay. Y'all is grown. Y'all can stay. But anybody younger, y'all got to go. So let's get this going and on with the show. Let me bring up my baby, the one and only Miss Christina, aka Christina. Hey. Oh, I like that shirt.
Well, thank you. You know,
I like it. I like it. A polka dot. I like it, a polka dot in a circle. Okay. I got on a fun hat. It lights up. You can't see because of the light, but it do light up.
You should turn the lights off.
I'll do it by the end. It's really true. I got 5 more of these. It came in a set. You can get them on Amazon. They got 3 settings. They blink slow, they blink real fast, and then they stay on. And then you can just have it off. But they're really fun hats. Y'all know I like to do it up with the hats in the winter time. That's my pleasure. Anywho, let's get into these 2 episodes. Because I, of course, love me some Miss Venus Van Dam. And she was all up in this episode. Okay. And yeah, quite a few things happened to move the story along to where we is trying to get to. So let's dig in. So first, it starts off with the boys going through all the wreckage and the rumblage from the clubhouse being burned down, and they were taking everything over to their temporary spot. The ice cream shop, Scoops and Sweets or some shit like that. That is called. And you know, lo and behold, who would ever thought we would be in business with Hale? They gave Hale up 3 months rent up front for the place. This is Hale's place, and you know, with the election coming back around, Hale knows that he's not going to win, and he ain't going to be able to do that for the boys no more. So they only got 3 months to make a good impression on Charlie, because they own their own JoJo after that. He can't do that for. So, you know, I know in the earlier seasons, I really had a bad thing for Hale and all of that stuff. But that's one enemy that the Sons were able to levitate with. Mm-hmm. And I don't, does Hale get snatched at all? Do you recall?
I don't remember. Let me Google.
I don't recall if Hale ever gets snatched. Yeah, unless there's something I'm remembering, he turns against the Sons at some point. But yeah, I don't recall if we do see him. And do we see Oz? And after you do that, look up. Do we see Oswald?
No, which what's the first name? Because the one Hale died already.
Yeah, Jacob.
So which one is this?
This is Jake. No, Jacob Hale is the one that's still alive, I believe.
Okay.
But yeah, because I just remember us calling.
Well, every time I put it in there, it talks about the other guy.
Well, maybe he is Jacob Hale. Okay, so he's what Hale? He's a J too. Hold on, let me look. He is. Okay, he is. We're in jail to pray. Yeah, he's Jacob Hale.
Well, when I type it in, it just
goes to the brother.
Yeah, but then it says what happened to Mayor Hale, and then it says we saw him in season 6, but there was no indication that we never see him again. And then it says why wasn't he in the final season? So then somebody says not sure why he was not seen in the last season, but Jax did mention him in the finale. I believe talking to Nero about unloading the property for him.
I'm trying to find.
So maybe he was just a character that kind of faded to black.
So he's just known as Yeah, so the brother, he just goes by Deputy Hale, and then they have Jake Hale.
Yeah, because every time I click on something, it talks about him being killed at the drive-by or whatever. But so he must have never died.
Oh, what's the name of the Hale brothers on Sons of Anarchy? Jacob Hale Jr. was a businessman and older brother of late Deputy Chief David Hale.
Mm-hmm.
So why do they keep? Yeah, that was David.
For
So
whatever I put Mayor Hale in here, and they just keep bringing up the deputy, but they said that basically he was last seen in season 6, and then maybe he left the show or he just faded to black or something.
Man, I guess. Cause I'm like, yeah, why do they go to him so much? Oh, he went on to play in The Walking Dead in season 4. Oh, so y'all never watched that?
Me neither.
I'm looking up his stuff. Yeah, I wonder what he looked like in real life. Let's see. Look, here we go with this shit. I always want to see what somebody look like for real, for real.
Mm-hmm. Because them characters be having them looking horrifying.
Oh, he looked just like himself. He had quite a look in his younger days, but I don't know if he cute or not. He had that strong jawbone. Yeah, he's always looked weird a little bit. There was one point he looks okay in this one picture. That's it. But he's always had a weird look. That's why he did look better with the short hair and the more hair as the show had went on. But anyway, so we find out what's really going on with Venus as. Venus Van Dam. So she comes to well, first of all, Gemma goes and visits Nero in jail, and he's very, 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 very adamant about Gemma asking Jax to help Venus. And so of course Gemma does, and of course Jax does. And we find out what's really going on with Venus. Now, Venus comes from a lot going on in her life. And it's like she has a hard life her whole life. Okay, like I don't know if I could be as gracious and calm and even classy as Venus Van Dam is if had I endured what she had to endure in her childhood. So there are so many layers right here. Now, though, when Tig saw her,
Lord,
Tig was like, "Oh, stop the press! Who is that?" That was like his Vicky Vale.
That was his kryptonite.
Yes. I'm like, oh, okie dokie. So he was like, hi, baby. Like, oh, he called her baby already?
Yeah, he was ready to me. Girl, I drink your bath water looking ass.
He would have. He would have. So, and I just love how, they did Walter Goggins played with Goggins, whatever. Walter. I was first saying Walter played the hell out of this role. Mm-hmm. First of all, they did this role so they did this role right. They didn't make a mockery of it. They really did it the right way to where it didn't turn into like what people would call a freak show, if you will, and make it like, oh, they talking about this, gay stuff. Let me turn it off. Let's boycott the show, type of stuff like that. They really brought Venus Van Dam. Walter played Venus Van Dam with such an admiring way that I'm like, wow, like he really did that. So kudos.
And it was crazy because I watched The Shield first. Before I watched this, because I was, behind in the times. I don't know what I was doing when everything was on, but I'm glad because then you was
living your life.
I could binge watch everything,
Yes. And so I was like, so when he came and did, I was like, oh my goodness. And that's what made it even a more treat because we knew Walter from The Shield. And that's what made it so good. But anyway, so we learned that, well, from what Venus tells the boys, that her sister, she has a son and her nephew that she's been looking out for, and she left. Things got bad, and now he's in the hands and cares of her evil Witch of the West mother. This bitch. I need to look her ass up and see who she really is. But this evil bitch here, she and the daddy, I don't know if that's the real daddy or not. I can't recall if that's supposed to be the real. Can't be. I don't know. But anyway, mom's got custody of Venus's nephew, is what she is telling the boys right now. And she reveals to them her childhood trauma and how her mother tried to so lovingly, she would get her drunk, and so lovingly try to love the gay out of him. And we all know what that meant. That means your old mama was getting you drunk and drugging you and SAing you. Like, that's a lot to unpack.
Yeah,
I did forget.
Yeah, when I remember watching this the first time.
I gotta do this disclaimer real quick. Disclaimer: this channel does not promote violence, bullying, or hate. Everything said in this video is public knowledge and or allegedly this video is for entertainment purposes only. We go solely off of what we see on the show and have heard on social media. If you or someone is suffering from any of these things, there is help and support everywhere. Please seek it. It is only a phone call away. Okay, now finish.
No, I just was saying, I remember when, watching it for the first time, there's some sick individuals out there. And it's crazy because people think, we say, ooh, Kurt, well, how did you think of this? Trust and believe. If you ever watch Law and Order Special Victims Unit, where they pull stories straight from the headlines and stuff like that, then you'll see that it's been some crazy mess going on in the world. If you Google, mother arrested for, whatever to a child, thousands of stories will come up. So it's just wild.
And that's what I like about Kurt Sutter and the writers. The writers, they're very in tune of what's going on in the world, and they apply a lot of that to the shows, and it makes it that much more relatable. And they continued on to do that also with the Mayans, and it's just something I appreciated about the writing and the aspect of how they did this show along with it, because it made it that more real. They didn't just make it a lot of hoopla, like a real TV shit. You know how you see shit on TV, and then later they be like, "Oh, you believe that shit you see on TV? It's not real." But this shit,
I mean, yeah, they were definitely pulling from the headlines and whatnot, which that keeps it in tune to, like, you're like, when you watch shows and in the show real life events happen, even if they going back in time, like, you'll watch a show and the time era was, the Rodney King or the OJ or the Columbines or whatever, but it's like, it's a show that's going back in time, but they are playing news headlines from that exact time era.
Yes, that's what I fucks with. For real. So when they finally go to confront Mama Dukes, they see the boy. He is definitely there. Now, he don't look like he's being harmed at this point. He looked like he's chilling. He was playing some video games, eating on something, having a snack, chilling, doing everything. So the boys roll up and Venus roll up with their guns and all of that good stuff, and they, try to get Joey back. It's to say Joey, we gonna call him Joey, little Joey. Try to get little Joey back. And so everything falls apart there, and it's some BS. The mama end up leaving with little Joey. They shoot and snatch somebody that's laying on the floor. They get dad and all of that, and dad gets away. So it's a whole thing. So they follow the mama and little Joey.
Yeah, they was like, they was doing that high speed car chase, like they was following OJ or something.
And the Sons is really good for doing the high speed car chase scenes. I live for those moments. I don't know, when I used to watch it in real time, I would get really excited during those moments.
I mean, I felt your adrenaline going, like, is they gonna catch him? Is they gonna have to pew pew?
Right.
Like, what's going on?
And and I think that's a thrill for the boys in the club. Like, you could tell them that they have a lot of fun sometimes when they is having these moments, or at least it's over, they're all alive.
If you think about it, like, some of the times when they get into the shootouts and the car chases or whatever, it's like they've been stagnant too long. They just waiting on something to pop off. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, oh yeah, we can get dirty today. I hope they take a bath afterwards, but whatever.
They have a lot of fun with those scenes, and you can tell. But I just got to say this: Venus be having the girls out. Look how far away we are from her, and you could tell her the titties is tittying.
Okay, they are outside. Okay,
and look, and Tig is right next to her. He wouldn't be anywhere else.
But them shoes she had on, though, was work. I was like, yes, girl.
Let me tell you, I feel like I would learn from Venus ass. Okay, Venus can teach me some things.
Okay,
and I know that's fucked up to say, but look, Venus knows some things. Okay, if you can get a man like Tig to love and swoon over you, like, that was love.
He is a ho.
Yes,
to the
eighth. His phrase is nothing. There's nothing wrong with an occasional skank. That's his line. Nothing's wrong with an occasional skank. But he is freaking smitten by Venus Van Dam.
He is drooling.
Like Venus Van Dam. You gotta say her name like that. Venus Van Dam. Because
he's ready. He's ready to fork over his social security number, his social security check, the son's check,
his Harley, his cut.
Right.
Whatever.
He's ready to give it all away.
not only his cut, but his financial cut of what he bringing to the club cut. Like he ready to spend it all. He ready to risk it all.
That's what I was just trying. What's that they say? And you took the words right out of my mouth. He ready to risk it all.
Risk it all for Venus Van Dams and the titties because they is titty.
Mm-hmm.
And they just look cute together.
They kind of look alike. That's kind of scary.
Ooh, you
look at the nose, boy.
Oh, stop it!
Look
stop
in the
it.
eyes.
Oh God! Okay, it's getting creepier. It's getting creepier. It's getting creepier. Oh my God!
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's okay. My mind has officially been fucked because now I need to see Tig and Drag.
Look, go
I
to
need
one
to
of,
see Tig
look,
and
take a
Drag.
picture of him and put it in one of them AI apps, and then you get Venus's twin.
You know what? I ain't fucking around. Because that shit probably could be. I ain't lying.
I mean, the eyes and the nose and the eyebrows, like all right up in here.
You know what?
I bet if you put a picture of Tig clean shaven next to her, boy, be scary, scary.
Let's see if we can find one.
Yeah, because the last time I seen him clean shaven, he was on a few episodes of CSI Miami, but his face was all burnt up. One side of his face was all burnt up. Because I was sitting there staring like, well, I didn't seen this motherfucker before. And I was staring for the longest time. I had to pause it and take a picture. And then I was like, oh, that's Tig from Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like some type of informant, but still doing hella illegal shit and blaming it on other people.
Oh, there you go. Now I remember. Oh. He kind of gives me Jacqueline Phoenix without hair a little bit. He kind of gives Jacqueline Phoenix. Oh, let me upload it here. Because he is kind of like Jacqueline Phoenix a little bit. But yes, he needs to keep the hair too. You know, it's not many times I see someone without the hair and be like, oh yeah, you need to keep the hair off. But it's always mostly keep the hair.
I mean, he could at least look like he washed it every now and then.
You know they don't.
I know it's we go through this all the damn time. I just be like, I don't know. They be looking so dirty.
But you know what dude really sexy though? When he can look dirty and still look good. Like Jax. I mean, often we don't think about him showering. We do sometimes. But
I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm just like a clean freak like that when it comes to like my man or somebody I'm gonna lay down with, because minus you coming from the basketball court, you should be able to drop your drawers at any time, and I just can't see that happening with them.
Drop the drawers at any time, huh?
At any time.
Okay. Yes. He gets a little bit of Jacqueline Phoenix to me without the facial hair.
Yeah.
A lot. I need them to do an ancestry test, because they may find out some things that we don't know about.
You're so funny.
So when they finally catch up with Mama and little Joey, they find out that she don't drugged him. He laid out chilling. They find out she don't got him, and who knows what was gonna happen at some point had the guys not showed up, because from what Venus is told, it ain't good after they are, under the influence in the hands of that witch. So everyone shows up and ends up getting there. And Venus ends up grabbing a gun from somebody. And Borowski's there, everyone's there. And Venus is ready to shoot. And they're trying to convince her not to. And then Mama starts speaking. And
why she opened her mouth?
I don't know, but it touched Jax. And he couldn't handle it. And that was the first time you see Jax actually not being able to handle it, losing his cool, and kind of, for the first time we see Jax kind of admitting that all of this is wrong and how he's raising his boys is wrong. And maybe just because he loves him and he thinks he's doing the right thing, he's not. And it made Jax have to reflect.
He had an epiphany.
Yeah. But it was an epiphany gone wrong. Because right after he had that epiphany, the bitch kept talking. Bitch kept talking. He told her to shut up. She was told to shut up multiple times. She was warned multiple times. And she didn't. Jax couldn't take it. And he pulled the trigger. And it was effortless. Then Borowski, like, if you weren't going to do what I was. And I just don't like this, man. I already don't trust him. But we don't know why we can't quite yet.
Well, how folks be having that vibe about them. You ever just like, a new person started work and you just be like, and then you be like, okay, let me not be like that. And you get to know them and then you like,
No,
Hey, KK.
I have known that about. Hey, KK, baby. Hey.
We try to come. We try to come correct for y'all.
We try. We can't come like looking like ragamuffins. On here fucking with y'all. You know how that is. We talk shit about people, so we gotta. We can't talk shit about people. We looking raggedy.
Right.
We put some effort. Dina's got on a pretty blouse. I got on a hat that light up, but y'all can't tell because of the light. Maybe if I turn this light off.
I keep telling you, you got to turn the light off.
You can kind of see a little bit. You can see it better when they're.
I see them. I see you.
Yep. So yeah, but so then. Borowski offers to take care of the body. This is that and the third. He says it's like a gift. So that was that. Now on to motherfucking Tara ass and her scheming ass. So, she's been having Unser help her lately. She hasn't been telling Unser everything. But Unser is, in fact, an old sheriff, so he knows what's going on. He sees things. He's putting two and two together and reading between the lines. So, her and Wendy have become very close because of the fact that they're planning this whole entire charade and takedown of Gemma, of course, so that Jax will sign the papers. And with Jack signing these papers, it allows Wendy, to be the guardian. And that gives her hope of being a mother to Abel again. If anything should happen to Tara, in the event if she does go to prison for this whole charade with Torik's sister.
Right.
The woman the nurse that Otto had cat with the rosary.
Boy, they be coming up with some ways to snatch people, boy. They get real creative in their snatching abilities.
That is why I have named Kurt Sutter a sadistic genius. They call him a genius, but I feel it's very appropriate to put sadistic in front of it because he is, and I mean that in the most greatest way. But anywho, so her plan that we have seen her trying to come up and create and bring together for the past 4 or 5 episodes since the season started has finally come together. So everything happens very fast in one scene. We were left out a lot on this whole situation that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Viewers didn't really get an inside look of this whole plan that Tara had elaborated. We didn't know how much Wendy was really involved. We didn't know what was going on. I still don't know if the whole but I'm guessing it is. But I think I just caught on to it when I watched it just last night for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just catching on to the point where she had faked the scar on her neck was all
Right.
part of the plan too. I just clicked.
Yeah, because I originally thought when I watched it the first time, I thought she was doing that on her own.
Yes, but I noticed and really paid attention this time when Gemma goes to talk to Wendy alone after plays. You know, she starts asking her like, "What she promised you? What was all this, all that?" And Gemma had asked her about that, and she was like basically, yeah, that was part of it all too. Like Tara came up with that. But the fucked up thing was she also had that 8-ball. I'm guessing that's what that was in that balloon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that because I ain't never been in a drug game or dated a drug dealer or anything like that. But how and why do they put them in balloons? It's because of the thickness. Why do they put them in balloons?
The only time I've ever known people to put drugs in balloons is when they was trying to get people to swallow them and be a drug mule.
Okay. Now, why do they use balloons?
Well, because balloons, your stomach acid don't eat the balloons, and then you can poop it out. But the only thing about it is that's what they say. But they will tell you that you got to get it up out of your stuff for a certain time. Like some people do, like a single balloon. Don't get no cheap Dollar Tree balloons because them motherfuckers explode in your stomach, and you end up, on unalive.com. Okay.
Not unalive.com.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, if you ever watched what is it, Arrested Abroad or whatever?
Oh, I've seen that before, yeah.
So a lot of, and even if you watch like Narcos or any of the drug trafficking or whatever,
that shit that be on Vice.
Yeah, and then there was this one movie, I think Anne Heche was in it. Her and her girlfriend got caught with drugs.
Anne Heche?
Yeah. And I can't remember the name of the movie, but basically, these girls be traveling abroad and they partying, and then they go to leave to go back home, and people would sneak drugs in their luggage, or they would force them to swallow drugs. I mean, I've seen them do it with balloons. I've seen them do it with condoms.
Well, yeah, if you put a gun to your head, bitch, I snatch you if you don't.
How many of them you want me to swallow? And you
still want cheese in your eggs, OJ? Like
they've had episodes like even CSI Miami, all them pulling from the headlines where they was gutting bodies basically because they like one balloon would burst and they would just cut their stomach open and take out the ones that was still good. But that's the only thing about that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
ain't that what they did on the movie Bad Boys 2 when they was having dead bodies in the funeral parlor? I was like, oh, y'all doing too much. Why y'all doing that with dead bodies? Like, who thought of that shit? Was that part of why? But yeah, I get that shit. But see, that shit ain't. I'm not down for that. I cannot be a part of that life. I cannot. If that's what we doing, swallowing balloons and put them inside dead bodies and
Yeah, you know I'm old.
No.
Because this movie was in 1998. And so it's called Return to Paradise, where two friends must choose whether to help a third friend who was arrested in Malaysia for drug possession.
Who's in it besides Anne Hesh? What is... I feel like I might have heard about it at least. I know I haven't seen it.
Vince Vaughn is in there. Joaquin Phoenix is in there. Yeah, now I see
Joaquin Phoenix once again.
And this picture is given very much Tig too. Look,
you know what? I feel like I've seen it, but look, I told you. He look. Send me that picture, please.
Okay, hold on.
Yes. See what I'm saying? He Joaquin Phoenix. See what I'm saying? He looks like that nigga.
Let's see who else.
I'm not bullshit.
David Conrad, Vera Farmiga, Nick Shadow. Oh, Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh God. What year was this?
19. Oh, David Zayas. You know, he played that detective in Dexter, and then he been in a lot of other stuff too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know, the Hispanic cop that was having the affair with the he's in it. And yeah, it's a lot of people in there.
Damn.
But that was a good movie. But basically,
now what's it called?
Return to Paradise.
Return to Paradise. I'm gonna see if they.
Yeah. So, but I mean, but you can, like I said, a lot of those, you know, you could probably Google drug mule movies or whatever, or episodes, and you'll get some CSI Miami's and Law and Order, you know, all that crap. But yeah, I mean, they've done it. Plastic baggies, condoms, balloons. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, they just wait for you to poop it out.
I'd be scared.
You're gonna die first.
Because I don't poop a lot as much as I should. So I ain't the one. I am not the one.
But I mean,
I'm backed up, yo. I'm backed up.
Even when I went to like Mexico by myself, they was like, don't get kidnapped. Don't, you know, blah, 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 whatever.
Man, ever since I saw that movie Hostel,
Yeah, that was a crazy one too. But you know what? Here's the thing. When I went, I just had this one little bag, and I carried out my little bag with me on the plane. I ain't do no check bag. Now, when me and my daughter went, we was going for some days, so we had bags upon bags upon bags. But trust and believe, before we went to the airport, I was checking all kind of compartments in my bag. You never know. Somebody that worked in the hotel could have slipped in the room, put something in my bag. I'm trying to go through customs looking stupid.
Man.
And then Kenmar would have been mad because me and Rochelle was both gone.
Man, I miss Rochelle. I miss when we used to be doing FaceTime, and then her and whoever she out with would come home, and I'd ask them what they did that night.
They be out partying.
I used to live through her.
Right. Because, girl, let me tell you something now. I'm about to go to Atlanta for New Year's. And, honey, they talking about pre-gaming and the party start. I'm like, y'all want me to make it to midnight or not? Because for the
pre-gaming, y'all got me tired already. Because I'm good after the pre-game at this point.
Look, at 12:15, I'll be in the bed, honey.
But I'm going to need the pregame to start at like 4 if y'all want me to make it through.
No, I need the pregame to start about 10:45, okay? Shit.
I'm saying I I can't
I think
do.
the party started like 8:30 or 9 or something like that. And then there's like free champagne and stuff for a while. And we
Girl.
got a section, so we get a free bottle of champagne. Or no, I think we got an 8 top, so we get 2 bottles of champagne. So it'll be fun. But yeah. I'm gonna be taking it real light because don't be asking me to go to brunch and day drink and all that. Cause see, I be then went to sleep and wasted my money because I already paid for my seat at the table. And I wouldn't give a damn. Like, don't be trying to get me drunk at 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon and think I'm gonna make it to midnight.
You know
Not
what?
without a nap.
If y'all want me to make it through the whole day, y'all better give me 1 week drink minimum.
Right. And
not 1 drink minimum, 1 week drink.
We is not doing shots at 11 a.m. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am. No.
Now, maybe Monday morning, because I'm gonna take the train or whatever to the airport. I might be able to do a little couple shots or whatever. But if y'all want me to make it till midnight and thereafter, because the party ain't over till 2. And if I wasn't trying to get this free champagne before the bottles at the table, I'd have rolled up in that hole at 11:30.
That child. That's why I'm getting fucked up, and I'm glad I ain't gotta be at work till 1.
Yeah, cause see, I'm gonna be like, let's see, I go there Saturday night. So Saturday night, I'm gonna take it real easy. I ain't gonna be, we might go to the little rooftop restaurant, bar, whatever in the hotel and hang out a little bit. But I ain't getting like white girl wasted, chocolate wasted, frat wasted, none of that. Because you ever been so drunk and then you have 1 drink the next day and you back as equally drunk as you was the night before? And see, I don't need that effect happening. I don't need to be like, oh yeah, I done slept all day and then I have 1 drink and I feel like I done had 20.
Oh shit.
No.
Actually, no, I've never had that.
Yeah, I've had that happen on several
I've never had that. I've never been as drunk. I mean, yeah.
Like, I've had it on several occasions where you be towed up like a Friday or Saturday night, and then that's next Saturday or Sunday night. You like, yeah, okay, I'm good. I slept all day. I'm chilling, and you go out to dinner or y'all about pre-gaming, and you have 1 or 2 drinks, and all of a sudden you loop-de-loo, and you know that you had 20 drinks the night before. Well, this then came back on you. Yeah.
Baby. Yeah, them drinks went on hold. They didn't leave the body. They was like,
oh, she went to sleep too soon. We just gonna pause. And the second she tastes a sip of another liquor, it don't matter if it's a mimosa or a tequila shot, we gonna kick back in.
We gonna invite them and start the party.
Right, because we didn't get our full kicking it ability because she went to sleep on us.
I can't operate like that no more.
I tell my peoples all the time, look, we either going out Friday night or we going out Saturday night, but under no circumstances can we do both unless we just go have a chill dinner one night and turn up the next night, which is what I plan to do in Atlanta. Like, we can do a chill little dinner, a couple glasses of wine, maybe 1 or 2 shots, and then we need to go lay it down. And then, we can go to brunch. I can have a mimosa or 2. Then I need a nap. Then I can get up and I can get dressed and I can turn up till maybe 2 o'clock. But if I see me sleep in the club, mind your business.
You know what? For real.
Just give me a blanket and don't take no pictures.
Like, I got out this motherfucker the way I had me.
Look, just give me a blanket and don't take no pictures, okay?
Please and thank you. Now, y'all can turn up both nights all night if y'all want to. But me? Y'all better choose which one y'all want with me. That's all I'm good for. Lucky y'all getting that. Let the church say amen.
Amen.
So speaking of church, that's where Tara needs to go because for this sadistic play that she did. Because I had no idea. So now that the plan has gone into play It happens at the hospital. She's got Whitney there. She's got Utzer there. She's got whatever her boss Margaret there. Everybody there, and she knows that when Whitney goes to Gemma and tells her all this going on, Gemma's gonna come to her with Hell Has No Fury, and she's gonna be ready to whoop her ass. And that's exactly what Gemma took the bait.
She took the bait.
Took the bait. However, she did compose herself when she got inside that office, and she chilled out. And that's what Tara was not expecting. That was the thing. That's where Tara went wrong. She was expecting Gemma to go balls to the wall and come at her. And Gemma checked herself. Tara could barely believe it. That she checked herself. She's like, oh shit, what the fuck am I gonna do now? So, sometimes desperate times calls for desperate measures. This broad put herself straight into the corner of the table to make that blood bag burst. Because I'm like, what is going on? But it wasn't until you see the blood bag where everything starts coming together. And I was like, Tara, you dirty little bitch. You dirty little hamster. You dirty little hamster. And she had one on Gemma. And when she went into that table, baby, she had that blood bag gushing. It looked like a ketchup pack gone bad.
Right.
I was like, oh my God. Even Gemma was like, what the fuck? Even Margaret was like, what the fuck?
Them faces.
And even Wendy is like, girl, what you got me part of? You ain't tell me this part. Oh shit. Jax is about to snatch me. Ciao.
Everybody all needed some Oscars for these performances. They all needed some Oscars for these performances.
I was like, what in the hell is happening? I never would have thought Tara would have went that far. But when you are in this shit, you learn from the best. And the best, I mean Gemma. Only Gemma could conduct something like this.
Right.
Even though she didn't, but Tara is definitely Gemma's
and what do they say when the student has surpassed the teacher?
Yes, like Gemma is her predecessor, but she did this. I was like, God damn it, Tara, you really did this shit. But she is a mom, and you will do anything for your children. And if you gotta protect them from their grandmother, their father, and if she don't hurry up and get away, she gonna have to protect them from herself. So this is at the point again where I start to be back on Tara's side. Tara just is in the midst of being a what's it called? An associated to murder. You know what I'm saying? She is their mother.
That's the word, accessory.
Accessory. She is their mother. Jax, if she was to leave, what can Jax really do? Because Jax is a father to this club, to Sam Crow.
And he's still out there hoeing every chance he can get.
As a matter of fact, in the next 2 episodes, shouldn't Colette be getting snatched? Shouldn't Diosa be getting blown down to smithereens?
Or something like that, but yeah.
And while we're talking about Colette, watching it this time around, I don't know why I hated Colette so much.
I never hated her. I
I
just
did.
was like, you can tell that Jack's got mommy issues because I don't know why you would want to be with a woman that much older than you when you got this young fine thing at home, and then you got the young little lot lizards or what you call them, what they call
Crow
them,
eaters.
crow eaters, and you gonna go get you an old hag.
And it's like, what was it about her so much? Just because she was that thirsty for him and she wouldn't leave him the fuck alone?
I mean, maybe it was an ego thing. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I still, first of all, as my daughter reminded me today, men are dumb and they don't get any smarter. They just get dumber. Because we was, you know what I'm saying?
What the hell conversation y'all having? I feel like I need to be a
we were
part of
having
it.
a conversation about that said person that pursued me for 10 years and then fumbled the bag, but still thinks that I'm stupid, that I don't really know what's going on. So she was like, well, men are just dumb and they don't get any smarter. They just keep getting dumber. And this is at 30. So I'm glad she knows this at 30 because we were sitting there trying to figure it out. Why you bother me, you know what I'm saying, for 10 years and then fumble the bag. Now that was one particular case, but 14 years a lie did the same thing.
Yes. You know what? He don't even come on my timeline anymore. Has he posted?
Not really. He's supposed to be having some rap battle or something on the 20th.
Rap battle? I thought he just became a successful realtor or some shit like that. Look, let us both look. Yes.
Anyways,
Anywho, how about those Falcons?
Look, girl, he only posts when a bitch take him on vacation. Let me stop. I
can't. You know what? 'Tis the season, Dita. 'Tis the season. May your days be merry and bright. May your days be merry and bright.
Look, it may be in between now and 2029 when your passport expires, you'll raise enough money to renew it on your own.
Let us start a GoFundMe, please.
Right. I mean, I know I'm being petty. Hopefully whatever you're getting paid for the rap battle, you don't sneeze it up.
I hope you take care of his children and his get him some new African attire and
Woo, child, I'm gonna leave that alone. Kid, I'm gonna say I know too much, so kids is off limits because I be done. Thank God I'm sober because I be done slipped up and said something crazy.
Yes, let's not go there. So, anywho. So Patterson tells Nero that she's still desperately looking for someone to blame for this school shooting. And Nero decides to give himself up and in return that his son gets the best help in schooling that possibly he can get, and he can be close to his son while serving time for this said, school shooting that he feels that he's gonna take responsibility for. He would not give the sons up. You know what? Nero is like the most loyal motherfucker in this entire series. He never once, I think, folded. Nope. Not once. He was a G through and through from the moment, he met Gemma to the moment he, not necessarily the turns, went off into the sunset, but left with Wendy. And And I always like to speculate what could have, would have, should have, possibly may have. You never know. Happened between
Well,
him and Wendy.
I hope him and Wendy and the boys, and he took his son and they went off to the farm. That's what I hope.
Well, okay, so I know you didn't watch the Mayans. So when she appeared on the Mayans, she says that she had just got back from a meeting and she's been on the straight and narrow, no pun intended, since she left Charming. Like, she hasn't done anything. Like, she hasn't relapsed or anything. And she actually is, I think, working at the place and everything. So Wendy was doing very well for herself in the Mayans. So I believe she ended up staying with Nero because she had to pass through when she met up with Easy, who is now the leader of the Mayans at this point in the Mayans. And she talks to him and then she explains to him, what's been going on and everything and all of that stuff. Because, when this takes place, Jax has only, been gone for like a few years, like 4 or 5 years. So it hasn't been exactly as long in real time. So Wendy definitely stayed good when she left with Nero. So you never know. Just saying, I would love to see her and Nero part of the reboot if it fucking happens.
We'll see.
We shall see. So because of everything, Jax understood. Wendy understood the assignment. She went through with it all. Gemma fell for all the bait. And that is when Tara used all of that to make sure Jax signed those papers. Now, Lowen, the lawyer, she knew. She was looking at Tara like, you really gonna get Jax to sign these papers? How you gonna get Jax to sign these papers? You sure he gonna sign these papers? And she kept saying, yeah, no problem. Everything's fine. And so here you go. Her mastermind. She lifted up her shirt and showed that bruise I saw Jax needed to see. She told him, I don't want her around me. I don't want her around our kids. She can't be the guardian. None of this. Sign these papers, yo. And he signed them on site. On site. And she knew what she had did. I was like, Tara, you just surpassed. You just became the teacher. You just surpassed Gemma. Because not even Gemma saw that coming. Gemma couldn't even conduct that. And I'm like, you know what? Okay. But when you got to do whatever you got to do for your sons, for your kids, for your offspring, for your children, you're going to do whatever you have to do.
Man, I wouldn't want Gemma nowhere. I wouldn't want Gemma nowhere near my kids.
No, you couldn't blow a kiss my way. Not happening. So with this happening right here, it made it so easy for what Gemma is about to do to her. See, yeah, you're smarter than Gemma, but Gemma's temper trumps everything. Gemma's irrationality trumps everything. And that's another thing you didn't see coming, Tara. When you want to do something, you got to look at it for all angles. And she didn't do that.
All angles. And she did not do that.
She didn't do none of that. And all Jack sees is what she sees. He called Gemma a bitch these 2 episodes. Like, bitch, no, you're nothing. You're vapor. You're shit. You're scum. You are the bottom of my shoe. You are what is swirling in the toilet. That is what you are. You that is what you are. And you can see the hurt in Gemma. And that's the only time she is hurt, when she disappoints Jax, and when Jax dangles her grandchildren in front of her, or when Tara dangles the children in front of her. But Tara knew what she was doing when she had Wendy go back to Gemma and tell her to tell Gemma that Margaret Murphy was about to be the guardian. Like, bullshit. What? Not this bitch. Not this one. No. But again, I would still love to know Margaret Murphy's story before she became, when she was a crow eater, and where that tattoo came from. Who is she affiliated with? What gang is Margaret Murphy affiliated with? Gang. I want to know. But apparently they were good with the Sons, because, history runs deep. If she would have knew that Tara was with the Sons and her man or ex-man, was, had enemies with the Sons, she would have never did it. So obviously they was good. So I don't know where that lies. But yeah, so at this point, I think not this next time we meet, but possibly the next time after we meet, we will have no more Clay. We didn't see Clay at all.
What? Okay, wait. No, he goes in episode 11.
Right. So 9-10. We got, like I said, we got one more to do before we get to talk about Clay gone. So 7, 8, yeah. So 9-10 we do next week. And then after that is 11, 12, and 13. Remember, we do 3 on the last. Right. So once we do these last 2 weeks, we're going to take a break and come back clean for the new year for season 7. So we're going to have a 2-week, 3-week break before we...
Because Christmas is on...
Christmas and New Year's are on Mondays.
Right.
So we're going to enjoy the holidays and all that good stuff. And we'll be back nice and fresh on... what it would be, the 7th, January 7th, whatever. Mm-hmm. So it'll be like a 3-week break we're going to take to enjoy. And we're going to need that 3-week break, because I wasn't ready, even when it came back for the season after the whole hiatus year, to deal with what was going on. So we're going to decompress for the finale of season 6, which I'm going to need to. I will probably binge watch the 7th season, because I'm used to binge watching and I haven't been able to binge watch doing it like this. So I feel like I need a binge watch. So I'm going to watch the whole probably 7th season at some point, because it's too much going on where I need to see it in its entirety.
Right.
And then
that's how I was. I'll be watching it and I'll be trying to watch 2 episodes, but then I'll be like, well, damn, what happened? Because I need to remember. And then next thing you know, I didn't watch 4 episodes.
Right.
And then I'll be trying to come on here. I had to stop myself from doing that, because I'll be getting ahead of myself.
Yep, that happens. Because even me, by having seen it so many times, I know what's coming up, and I'm like, oh shit, can't talk about that yet. Can't talk about that yet. But no, I have, even though nobody really comes and joins us, like I said, this is my favorite show, so I just enjoy talking about it, period. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I understand people have seen it before, so it's not a priority. But like I said, you go back and look a couple days later, we still get views. So people do come and still watch us.
A
You know they
lot
watching.
of my videos are like that. Well, when I had my other channel, like I wouldn't have a whole lot of people in the chat, but I would get a lot of views afterwards. And my views on Facebook, like if you go to my Facebook page and like scroll down and see how many views we were getting on like Baddies and Jocelyn, like thousands of views. But
See,
too bad I
that's
can't get
where
no
it's
money
at.
from Facebook like I can't get from YouTube. But I got so far to go. I think I only got like, I haven't even checked recently to see what my let me see.
I'm just ready for them to announce when P Valley coming back. Cause here's the thing,
Yeah, 37 subscribers.
Cause either I don't know if it's the first week or I think it's the second week. The second week of January is when a whole bunch of of shows come back out. And by the fact that there ain't been a lot of stuff on for a long time, I think we're going to have a lot more shows. I know there's probably a curriculum that some shows can't come on while other shows are on. You got to wait your turn. But I think for certain shows, they have to give the audience what they want because it's been too long. So I think we're going to get a lot of shows. So you're going to have a lot of shit to pick from.
I know that. I think The Shy is coming back in January. I know I can't remember when BMF is supposed to be coming back, but I do know that
and Raising Cane.
Raising Canaan comes back December 1st. It's a bunch of stuff coming that's about to start coming out.
Yeah, so there's a lot you got to choose from. So you'll be fine. And I got a lot of shit about to come back. A lot of my suburban shows are about to kick back because I want to get some suburban shows in there because I need to look. I need to cross over.
Right, because I mean, I was having a grand old time with Gaslit. I need House of the Dragon to come back. See, I said it right this time. House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon. Yes. House of the Dragon. But see, I feel like the ain't necessary because do you know when they do titles of movies, they don't even capitalize the.
Right.
They don't capitalize the two, the and, they do capitalize the A, but they don't capitalize the two or the and. That I remember of. So it is what it is. But I know I'm waiting for. But I am waiting for P Valley to come back also. Maybe on our the finale we can collab on the P Valley finale or something. That would be fun. Yeah, and I'm waiting for Vanderpump Rules to come back. Yeah. And a couple of other shows. So yeah, I watch a lot of different shit. But I need to figure out how, because I don't like to come on a lot of times. So like I said, I'm gonna combine a lot of shows. I need to start doing.
Right.
So, but so yeah, so we got a lot of stuff coming up, y'all, for the new season. So please be on the lookout for that. Now I need to ask you, because I started it with you. So, well, actually, I need to ask you about two things, because there's two things I started with you. We did 2 rounds, which was our half-hour show. I think if we did bring back 2 rounds, it should be a half-hour show, not an hour. And this is why I say that. Because 2 rounds is supposed to be a drunk show to get you drunk. And I feel that you're supposed to get drunk when you watch 2 rounds. And I figured a half hour on one drink is too long. So I figure you should be able to drink one drink in 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
15 minutes for one drink, 15 minutes talking 15 minutes shit talking shit for one drink, and 15 minutes talking shit on another drink. And here's what I'm thinking. Here we are just talking about our shit on live. I love it. But here's what I'm thinking. You know how we have collaborated with Word on the Street and Variety Show. What if we make that 2 rounds and we just bring drinks in?
Oh, okay.
So we talk about what drink we making before we get into some topics for 15
now we
minutes.
about to really go wild with these celebrities drinking like that.
And then the last 15 minutes, we talk about, we do the other drink and talk shit about the celebrities.
Yeah.
And by that time,
we don't have to sidebar and get our lives together. We can't give out all the secrets now.
Okay, let's end this. Okay, y'all. So tomorrow, thank you for tuning in to Monday Mayhem. Tomorrow, please check us out on hashtag The Receipt Queen on Dina, aka Christina Moore's channel. And we will be doing Baddies East Zeus. And I definitely want to talk about I know we say this all of the time, but I definitely do want to talk about the news that has been going on. There is something that I meant to send you, but I didn't. But we'll talk about it in a minute because I'm like, girl, what? But we'll be talking about some stuff on Baddies tomorrow on Dina's channel, hashtag The Receipt Queen. So make sure you are subscribed and you're ringing that notification bell and all of that good stuff. I just wanted to say this one last thing before we get off with Sons. I completely forgot this part. I completely forgot Wendy relapsed again. I do not remember this from the depths of my soul. I don't remember this. I remember her asking Jimmy to take the A ball away and all that, like we saw, but I don't remember her actually doing this. But hey, it is what it is. That shit be calling me. That shit be calling me. That shit be calling me.
It just be calling me.
It be calling me. That them pookie tendencies be coming on. Pookie tendencies is hard. Okay, hard. But hey, I'm mad at you. But yes, we will be back tomorrow on Dina's channel, so make sure y'all tune in for that. And let's see who is. Yes, KK. Thanks for coming through and giving us some love tonight. You know, where is
Lady V?
She's been gone for a long time. I hope she is okay.
We gonna have to do
Lady
it.
V, we're thinking about you. Hope we speak you up and you show the fuck up. BB, we miss you tonight. I'm wondering where you at. Ellen V ain't seen in a long time. You know, our regulars. Maybe they don't love us no more. That's why we got to get back on some new shit. We got to revamp and get our bitches back. We got to get our bitches back. But thanks for watching, bitches. Or thanks for rewatching the replay. And we will see y'all on the other side of the game. And we out.